crossing the void, beyond the wall of worlds, and along the arc of time, dwell those not of our place or age. It is too easy to say that there is dark and there is light. It is too easy to say that there are two sides to every coin. The reality is far worse, for law flirts with tyranny. Chaos invites freedom. Evil consumes all it knows. Good accepts suffering. And those in the middle? They are worse, for they know nothing but self. The Codex Infernum and the Codex Exaltum, two source books that bring in-depth knowledge about beings of all dispositions, from the farthest reaches of the heavens to the darkest depths of wretchedness. Both of these titles come with new, full-color art, new creatures, new powers like possession, and a multitude of information providing lore, backgrounds, names, mechanics, stats, and much more. These incredible tomes are filled with demons and angels, devils and celestials, unleashing the powers of good and evil, law and chaos on your table. The Codices Infernum and Exaltum, bringing creatures hallowed and profane into your adventures. Pledge and share today. Trollord Games. Join the fray.
Hello, wherever and whenever you are. Yes, we are, Kalo. Yes, we are. As we jump back into the Underdark, delving into the depths, as those delve up into the depths, as the demon lords and their minions come scrambling and hooting and howling and gibbering up from the abyss itself. How are you all doing? Hey, cheers everyone, thank you. Good to see you in chat. Nice to have you all over there. And to these fine players of ours. Lots of love to Lexi. Hope she's feeling better. And hey Daisy, good to see everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. We are going to jump right into things, but let me just quickly say a big thank you to CCRPG for our giveaway today. A big fancy one this week. We have a copy of their huge book, Amazing Encounters and Places. 56 encounters spread across 8 locations with the variations, 64 different maps. Awesome, awesome stuff that you can tie together into a campaign or have as your different drop-ins for various adventures that you're having, depending on if it's coastal, mountain, forest. You can go by region and get all of that cool stuff. You can grab yourself the fabulous PDF of this, or for a special deal at the moment, if you would like to pay just for the cost of printing and shipping, you can get it at cost as a physical copy as well. And I know DM Charlie and some others who have the physical copy and say it is fantastic. Okay, touted by the fabulous YouTuber Mr. Tarask as the best book of the year. But you don't need to listen to me for that. You can listen to the man himself, as later today or tomorrow morning, depending where you are in the world, we will be playing one-shot roulette with Mr. Tarask and our friends from Tabletop Worms, as well as our own GM Josh. So don't miss that later on. Lots of exciting things happening. I should show you that. Look, there it is. Look, all these people. Yeah, Mr. Tarask, Tabletop Worms, GM Josh. The dice got the assignment again and brought us some amazing characters once more. Pat coming in with... Looks like my uncle called me Susan. Looks like Grimm's getting inspired. Sorry, excuse me, Americans. Inspiration crystals. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ping. That means Corbin and Kalo have inspiration. A bedrock of inspiration, if you will. Down below, myself and Zakan, who have nothing. Okay, right.
No.
So everyone, exclamation mark, enter in chat. Hey, Lily. For your chance to win that fabulous book from CCRPG. Now, last time, we were Sans Buns. And now we're Sans Lexi. Has anyone seen Buns and Lexi in the same place? Yes, I have. Never mind. Okay.
We're too strong together. We have to be apart. at least once in a while.
Thanks, yeah.
Or
Thanks
else
for giving
we'll
us a breather.
We have to nerf the party, John. It's okay.
a little bit, just a little bit.
Just nerf the party to balance out the petting zoo. Okay, now, as we are jumping in. Oh, McLovin, thank you for that gifted sub there. Who gets the spin of the wheel? We are spin for
Yes.
Zakan. Thank you, sire.
Yes.
Thank you. Dashboard wheels, shenanigans.
Let's see what we
Spin
got.
ensued. Spin, 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 spin. It's fast today.
If it's not wild magic surge, I cry.
It's not, but at least art now imitates life as Zakan becomes, all charisma.
Oh.
I mean, like, did I get a house? Or...
I blame. We'll see.
I hope so. What's your role in persuasion?
I blame the
Right.
it's the hat glasses coordination. That's what triggers this charisma boost. I
Charismatic.
think. Okay, right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, McLovin, absolute legend, as always. Thank you so much. Today, my friends, we rejoin our adventurers as they continue into the depths of the labyrinth. They have fought deadly, beefy Minotaur boys. They have seen another demon lord, Yinogu, the demon lord of gnolls and hyenas and all those cheeky little wee nippers, battling against a Garistro demon, one of the Minotaur-like demons. And they were battling against each other on the shores of one of these underground lakes here in the Underdark. And, oh my god, thank you again, thank you. They were locked in pitched battle and were able to defeat each other. Defeat each other? No, you know good one. I mean, he's a demon lord.
I mean, with this party, probably.
Thank you so much. Right.
Like, you're saying things like it's a joke, but we know how you really feel.
Spins for all. McLovin, thank you so much. Okay,
Hey!
let me do this
Wow.
before I forget.
Love you, dude. Thank you.
Corbin coming in with a Disney princess.
Come on, one magic surge.
Why Magic Surge? Kayla calls it. And
Yes!
for your good stuff,
Yes!
Kaylo.
Can we go 2 for 2
Thank you, McLovin.
or 2 for 3?
Statistically. Nope. Mini Kalo. Shrink size.
Tiny!
We had Scarlett's character shrank on Monday in Tomb of Annihilation. She's already small, so she's a tiny little terrafolk.
Oh no. And now we have a K little.
Yeah.
Instead of a K low, you're K little.
Don't understand why people are
Hey,
calling
hi.
me that.
K solo. Solo. Okay, so make a memo of that, Kalo, and if you could peruse the enlarge reduce spell for the effects of that. So yes, last time, my friends, they did see Yinogu defeat a Goristro before leading their hyena pack and gnoll pack off in the hunt once more. Some of the other gnolls remained feasting on the demon's corpse, and as our adventurers tried to sneak past, the gnolls caught their scent. And delving into the joys of one Matthew Perkins over on YouTube, we used their new chase mechanics to have a frantic, desperate chase through the thermal geysers, crystal caverns, and what are they called? What are the stalactite pretending things?
Stalactite?
Things.
Stalagmite.
Tights or stalactites?
Tights, the ones that drop from the ceiling. What are they called?
Stalactites.
That's the question.
Pierces. No, pierces. The monster. I'm talking about the monster.
Oh.
They were attacked by pierces, had to find their way through a crystal maze. There was no Richard O'Brien, unfortunately. And there were thermal geysers to time nicely and make their way through. Finally, they almost had a bit of a calamity as Anastasia got separated in the crystal maze, losing herself, but finding in the nick of time a river, a subterranean river, which spilled out into that same lake as they looped back round to where the battle had been happening, and she was able to spelunk her way to her friends, whereas the larger gnolls were trapped back in the crystals. They plundered the Garistro for the heart that they need to create this beacon, this artifact that a drow archmage has promised to make for them, to bring all of the demon lords into one location and let them fight. And as they are banished off back to the abyss as they defeat each other, the remaining weakened ones will be ripe to be set upon by our party and their allies. And hopefully, everyone, Jesus Jonas, yeah. And hopefully, everything will be back to normal and all lovely, lovely, lovely. We shall see. They have one last ingredient they need to create this beacon, and that is the feathers from 6 different angels. Luckily, here in the depths of the labyrinth, there is a location known to Zakarn, seen in visions from their patron as a cleric, to what was once Tidra, famous in Wakiverse lore, but now known as the Mother of Sorrows. As they delve their way towards the gallery of angels, what lies in wait for them there as we jump into today's Out of the Abyss? Roll credits I don't have. Okay. Sorry.
Just pretend. Theater of the mind.
I feel terrible. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. At least we have cool characters. I do not have an intro for you, but we do have cool characters. Which we shout out to that whilst we're here. Out of the Abyss.
Use your imagination. Think of as much anime bullshit as you possibly can.
Yes. I love those those reels and TikToks and things of people who recreate anime intros. Like the coming together and linger and enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
So good. Okay, players. Corbin, is that enough catch up there? Did you? Corbin was just demons. It's like I think actually with Yinogu there, Corbin was just like puppy.
Right. It was just like Corbin was actively running around and everyone just still being so strategic and staying out of the way and throwing all of these random attacks. When really I was trying to just make a giant trap so that I could keep one. And then the second I went to spring it, they both disintegrated back into the hells. And I was
Hey, there were non-null hyenas there, which make a good little
There
pair.
were.
Is it? What's that? Yeah, there were the hyenas too. Yeah, but the hyenas supped of the demon blood, killed by their lord and transformed into gnolls. Is that how gnolls are created?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Think so.
You take a mummy gnoll and a daddy gnoll who love each other very
no,
much.
you don't. Stop
Very
it.
much.
A lot of demon blood.
And you get the
A lot
demon
of
lord.
demon.
It's very specific. So,
Here's diagrams.
my friends. It's like an IKEA assembly document.
Just 2 gnolls looking at an IKEA instruction book.
Insert Dowling A into.
I wish I could read.
Man, I don't know if this is made better or worse by what I know about female hyenas.
Oh,
my.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, why do you both know things about female hyenas?
Right?
I write things. I'm a writer. That's why I have to do research. I also
Fair.
like hyenas.
I'm Mike. I'm just weird.
Mike's like, I don't have a reason. For real.
No excuse.
One day the wiki hole
Just get into Wikipedia holes, yeah.
landed on hyenas.
Okay, so as you had this conversation about hyenas, going through the.
This is a canon conversation.
Why do you know so much about hyenas, Corbin?
I read a lot of books
About hyenas?
about a lot of things.
Hey, when you've passed
talk about
the deadly trials of your monastery, there's not much else to do. Just to hit the library.
Seriously, I've already put my body through every imaginable hell there is. Now it's time for my mind. It's about balance.
I would have thought you'd be reading
Most
more.
the most
Right.
monk thing Corbin has ever said. It's all about balance of the suffering.
You're not just a druid, what?
Yes, I started this story as a monk.
You're as much a monk as Kalo's a bard.
I know.
Hey, Ulysses just coming in with some Zakan inspiration. Thank you, my friend. Everyone, you have
hey.
crystals, remember that.
Thank you.
Can't take them with you when we TPK. So,
You keep threatening me with a good
Hey, sorry.
time.
Sorry, one more
Yeah,
time. What
I'm
was
still
that?
here living in these streets.
still here. You can't get rid of me. Okay, continuing on. Oh, Corbin, you did also momentarily have a Null guide who helped you through
Ooh.
the Minotaur's maze, guided you through there with but one encounter with some deadly Minotaurs. Well, not very deadly Minotaurs. Luckily, just two beefy boys that was dispatched fairly sharpish. But
Okay.
unfortunately, those beefy boys did, in retribution for their turncoat Null, did slay him. So Scar?
Yeah, it was Scar.
What's going
Because he had a big, he had the big old
Yes,
drive.
is no more.
Aww.
And now leaves a scar in our hearts.
No, his name was Gash. It was Gash.
There you go,
I diddle doodle.
Well, still gashes my heart.
Nice.
Respect on the
Love
name.
it.
Ooh, look at that.
That's awesome. So.
Oh no, what have I done in my background?
You are the cosmic buns now.
Oh no, my mouth. Oh, I give you this.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
I think it's rad.
I look like I was rich during the French Revolution. That's why.
You know.
So Khan and Kayla were there going, let them fight. Corbin was there going, let them eat cake.
Let them...
Okay, so friends, onwards and downwards.
So, Zakan, how exactly are you familiar with this Angel's Grove?
That sounds nicer. Angel Grove.
Angel's Grove.
So it's nicer, or it's a sports stadium. I'm not sure which.
Less of a grove and more of a prison, but it's spoken of among the Celestials, and it's not a place that any of the Divine would want to find themselves even considering, but I've recently been seeing it more in visions.
Okay, so reoccurring nightmares of celestial incarceration. I feel like that was something you should have been sharing.
Yeah, why have you been hiding that sort of information from us?
My dreams are always full of visions. I am, as ever, 1 foot in somewhere else.
Yeah, no, stop disappearing.
I am here by the will of the celestial plane, and I will be here until my mission is done, but the path is sometimes decided for me, and some of the things that I see never come to pass, or some don't come around for decades.
Okay.
It is up to me to interpret them as best I can. But for this one, when we were fighting the Beholder, was dragged over there, summoned forcefully. So I think perhaps it is quite urgent.
Yeah, your mind drills in that, Zakan. Why would the Mother of Sorrows, Tidra, as was, so forcefully and desperately kind of, try to teleport you there? Unfortunately, the phase rests, the magical energy that suffuses the Underdark, prevented that and flung you elsewhere in the maze, in the labyrinth, which is how you found Gash. But you're pondering that as you delve deeper.
All I know is that Tidra needs me there, and it's my duty to find out why and help where I can. And they're back to hobbling heavily on their staff. No flippy cleric times. It's frail, 100-year-old body times.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
Everyone can take a long rest, though, because it does take you a couple of days to continue into the depths of the labyrinth here.
Spell reset.
Yes, indeed.
I'd like to think that in that time, every time that we wake up, we just interrogate Zakan more about his dreams to see what they're thinking. And
What was it
I don't know about you, Corbin. Yeah.
And just every single time, they're just terrible too. There's not a normal dream amongst them.
I don't understand why you would be upside down the entire time, though.
Yeah, it does feel weird. Like, I would think if anything, you'd at least be a 90-degree angle.
Oh, the upside down indicates a reverse of what is to pass. So
They were in a tree. None of what you're saying makes sense.
it can be hard to
I just figured we'd branch off and think of another way that Zakan might be,
Boo, leave the conversation. Boo.
The path ahead is where there's only one corridor. There's no branching paths.
Well, as long as you're not upside down as we go through them, I think we should be all right. There wasn't anything bad that happened to Corbin, right? Or the menagerie?
It's kind of a damp, like, thud against the back of your head as Webster, upside down on the ceiling, spits some web on you.
I know.
I'm just looking out for you, Webster. I want to make sure that the visions aren't clouding our judgment. And if anything happened to you, well, Corbin would kill me.
I would. Like, I agree way too quickly. But given the chance, you are the first I would betray.
Would, but instead of horny, it's murder. No, I, for better or worse, rarely receive visions about individuals. I think it's because people are nearly impossible to predict and often in control of their own fates. What I see are more cosmic, overall movements of universal forces, catastrophes.
Fun times.
You get used to it. They take like a bite of like some dried meat. Just like shrugs.
You are playing this off. Wait, is he doing this way too casually, Corbin? I'm so confused as to why they're just. I don't.
To be fair, they have been at this for, I will not say how old you are, most, because I don't know. But, like they said, you get used to it. Like, I got used to being a ruthless murderer. You just, after a while, all screams sound the same.
Sure, you didn't come out of the womb, murderer? I assumed.
You met my mom.
That's fair.
By the way,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Can you catch it?
That sucks.
In Sirenscape, you might hear the occasional beating of a heart.
Don't worry about it.
In the background there. Now that is the Garistro's heart. You can hear it. It still beats from time to time.
Kayla's like got it in a backpack, right?
Vizerin.
Oh, I'm mini. I forgot.
Yeah, Vizerin Devere gave you, a bag of holding to collect all the items.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. So it's in the bag of holding.
Yes, it's in there. It's in there. I'm sure these things are all fine to have in the same thing together. So you got this Garistro's heart, an unhatched purple worm egg, the Beholder's central eye.
They're in different pockets. John, they're in different pockets.
It's always one of those. What's the? Is it?
Multiple messenger bags.
What's the handy?
Oh, the handy haversack.
Yeah, the handy haversack one. Yeah, right. And the remains of that demon, that demon moss portal creating moss, which replaced the Timask mushrooms. And a little jar of demon lord blood.
Just a little.
Just a smidge.
You won't hurt nobody. It's a pinch.
We just need a little bit. Although, honestly,
it's small.
Oompa Loompa Kayla over here. Now, you press on and start to head into a more natural feeling section. Again, you're passing those abandoned mine workings and occasional, small remnants of huts and, just like, like those First Nations buildings in the side of cliffs, like under like
Mhm.
indentations.
Right, Pueblo.
Oh.
Pueblos, thank you. Yes. Hey, Juggin, thanks for the follow. That you get, little kind of ruined settlements like that, of where it's like almost it's like, do we need walls? We're down here underground, like this. Don't need ceilings or anything, but it's just that kind of that humanoid desire to kind of have a room,
Dwelling, yeah.
a dwelling, yeah, exactly, yeah. There's nothing, unfortunately, nothing ever to plunder or anything there. Just rusted tools and mostly just the heads of pickaxes and things with the handles molded away, and half gone carts, fused with rust to ancient
this is good.
rails.
Corbin wouldn't be looking around and take anything. It'd be way more just curiosity of going, ooh, ah. Like,
Yeah, right.
They spent years before this in a library reading about this type of stuff. They feel like this is the type of stuff that someone would read in a book one day. Like, they're like, adventure.
Absolutely. And leaving those worked passages behind, you start to move into a more rugged, kind of natural depth. And following the directions that you received from Vizarin and Zakan's knowledge and gut feeling for their kind of affinity for this place, you do arrive at your destination. The passage you follow climbs upward once more as it corkscrews through stone, finally emerging through the floor of a large cavern. The ceiling arches 60 feet overhead, bristling with stalactites that drip water onto stalagmites rising from the uneven and broken floor. Here and there, between the stalagmites, several statues of winged humanoids are set in poses of suffering and anguish. Some cover their faces, while others claw at them. Others reach toward the ceiling, their faces twisted into expressions of longing. One of them, seemingly smaller than the others, stands. And you realize it was not a petrified angel, but some sort of caretaker, as a figure leaning on a staff shuffles in the darkness on the edge of your dark vision. There's a little torrid stream of tweets and chirps, and a voice cracked with age says, I know, just hush down. No need to be so grumpy. And a gnome, leaning heavily on a staff, with an angry bird on its top, shuffles into view. Zakarn. What's the difference? Zakarn. A gnome that you know. A gnome that you last saw on an islet in the ocean of Bytopia. In a gazebo. When you were going looking for Tidra and discovered that she had been banished to Ravenloft. Corbin, Kalo, for the first time. Zakan, once again. You meet
Holy shit, I need a moment. Mike needs a moment. Mike needs a moment. Fuck.
Araful Tan, who vanished from the various timelines and locations, vanished from family's memory as his great-granddaughter meeting her cousin for the first time up in a tavern on the planet of Garden, up in realm space. Forgot their relationship. Vanished from Icewind Dale as his airship dropped off a group of adventurers in their attempts to defeat Auril the Frost Maiden in their hometown of Goodmead. Vanished from so many places and so many stories. Zakan vanished from Bytopia and their dealings with a certain satyr that you knew, Ning, as well as a rambunctious little Holophant known as Lulu. Vanished from his siblings' memory, wherever they may be. But yet here, looking after these fallen angels. With a click of the staff on the stone, he comes towards you. Zakan?
And Zakan does have their memory of them again.
Yes.
So they're like holding their head and shaking it, and they like turn around to make sure Corbin and Kayla are still there, that they're like, you know, in this plane. And awake, and they say, Arafor, you were erased.
In one instance of things, yes. It's complicated.
With you, it often is.
Alas, bad people, Mike, were set on the tract of doing bad things. As you know, I always like to say, Zakan, the right people in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, in the greater scheme of things, that also means that on occasion, the wrong people are in the wrong place at the very wrongest of times. Let me put it like this. Your journey to this place, this Gallery of Angels, as it is known, you passed many a fork in the path, did you not? A branching of the tunnels.
We did.
You
As ever.
You went the way you needed, left or right. But you also went right or left. Everything is played out somewhere, somewhen. Unfortunately, in one of those somewhens, I am no more. It is meant that it has become a very dark place. Doomed, if you will. Again, Mike.
This
anyone
mic sounds terrible.
Anyone in chat
Sounds
who
awful.
is not in the deep end of the Wakiverse lore.
I believe how bad he messed everything up.
Arafor Tan was my first
I
ever
know.
online character, and the sibling of a character played by Buns, Corbin here. And was the major quest giver for everything, all the one-shot roulettes and all the various quests in the Wakiverse timeline. And a certain archlich by the name of Vecna decided that he wanted to be more in control. And as Kalo here, Mike, our good friend, brought me into the light and the knowledge of a certain campaign setting known as the Doomed Forgotten Realms. The most recent adventure for which has recently been released, detailing all of the joys of what will happen if these guys fail to destroy Zuktamoy and her connection with Oromikos. Zuktamikos was born.
Her name.
There is a timeline where adventurers failed to stop any of the bad guys doing the things that they were trying to do. The Demon Lords have risen from the abyss. Tiamat is free. All of the published adventures have gone as badly as they could go. So, Vecna is in charge.
Hashtag blame Mike. Yes, stop.
Vecna is in charge in that universe and wanted to bring it about. So Vecna got in touch with a certain Velen Harpel up in Icewind Dale, and she got in touch with a certain group of ne'er-do-wells. Hey, bleak season coming with a raid. How you doing, guys? And they made their way to the crashed city beneath the glaciers of Icewind Dale and managed to reactivate one of Vecna's lost obelisks, hurtling the Netherese city back in time to a period when it was floating majestically in the sky, a period when a young Arafor Tan and his sprightly burb friend were enjoying the plazas and the sunny day that they were having there in the Netherese city. Whereupon Vecna emerged from the eye of Vecna that one of the party had and destroyed Arafor. This created the timeline that became the Doomed Forgotten Realms, where, to be fair, everyone, I got Mike back for that hashtag there. The only campaign that has ever attempted to be played in the Doomed Forgotten Realms ended in our only ever TPK. so Mike got
Again.
his.
Thanks, Mike.
Self-inflicted.
I just felt the anger.
Hashtag thanks, Mike.
And you also felt the ripples throughout the multiverse, and the memory and appearance of Arafor Tan was lost to this timeline as well, but he does still exist, and he is here in the Gallery of Angels. But why? Players, back to you.
I'll ask him. What you doing here?
Who are you?
Who you is?
Jimmy,
Yeah,
You sound so
Get him!
familiar.
Corbin.
The bird swoops over and perches on your shoulder and immediately joins your zoo. He's like, no!
Yes, the menagerie gross.
They've got a thing for animals. Know a lot about hyenas, it would seem.
Ah,
And this is Kalo, Paladin of Elistrai.
A worthy cause.
hello.
Certainly worthy.
Oh,
yeah.
and
Epitaph. There.
Corbin is probably the key to solving everything that's happening with Aramikos.
Or who now?
No, I wouldn't worry about it. We're one thing at a time.
Right you are.
Right? that is Corbin's canonical reaction to this thing. It's just like, oh, right? One thing at a time.
And how? So, what brings you here? Oh, Zakan, have you been seeking me all this time?
Yeah.
Deidre sent me here. Although I don't know why.
And he His head just droops. Poor Chitra. She's why I'm here. An attempt to mitigate some of the wrongs that were done. Try and find a way to, I don't know, make the best of a worse situation.
So maybe you can help us then.
Potentially.
Essentially.
Or else you.
Feathers. You asked why we were here.
You leave my bird alone.
Not your bird. Right, like they're like it's like I no, we were bigger ones. We were in the market for bigger ones.
Jimmy picks your ear.
Look, I have always wanted a new bird head necklace.
Back to the top of the staff.
Thank you.
Oh, he's going to be complaining about that for ages.
Maybe angel feathers will teach me how to be a better person.
Angel feathers?
Yes.
There's naught but fallen angels here. Will that suffice?
Which is perfect. We don't have to reach up for the feathers. We can just grab them.
Chisel, maybe.
Fair.
You need these for what?
A ritual.
Remember that.
A ritual? To what end?
I don't know if you'd believe us if we told you. Just looking over at Sakan and Corbin, waiting for some.
I mean, they seem to have gone through a lot, so world-ending, apocalyptic situations doesn't seem out of their realm of grasp. We're trying to stop one of those.
You mentioned
He does.
doomed areas. What becomes of the Underdark in that scenario?
I don't know. I'm not there. That's the whole problem.
And
then he's
here.
He kind of winces and he kind of puts a gnarled hand up to his temple, and sometimes you have it in like music videos and stuff where they kind of like shake their head around and it kind of cuts and like the editing on it's like it's blurred. He does that for a moment and he's just like
Are you okay?
Sakan. I'm sorry that your right place at the right time was such a hard start with those drow slavers. But I'm gonna prods Kalo. Not as horny as I remember. And looks at Corbin. A good deal taller.
Taller? Good?
Where's Ignatius? Ning?
Ignatius went back
The
to the
others.
Fae.
Well, that is always everyone's right to choose as they will. Your fate is your own, your destiny, your future, not predetermined. Fortunately, those chosen to be a shield and the protection that we so often need have other things they need to do. And again, his head kind of twitches and blurs and spins around. No, yes. Poor Ning. I met Ning in Bytopia. A positive outcome is not always guaranteed. Look, if it is this good deed that you were originally set upon, Zakan, and that these new fellows of yours have stepped up to join you in, then perhaps the gifting of feathers will in some way help redeem this cursed bunch. He kind of gestures around the cave. And
I didn't think about it that way.
I hope it goes better than the 9th.
Then the what?
The 9th, Corbin. This lot are here as punishment. There was an underhanded deal made between some in the celestial realms and those in the gods' forsaken hells. Nine angels, one for each lord of the 9 hells, were promised. Fortunately, there were those on Mount Celestia who were able to discover and attempt to thwart this unholy plan. And these 8 were captured and sealed here. As punishment for their treachery. But the 9th... He looks sadly at you, Zakan. The 9th escaped and traveled to the 9 hells. Oxrion was his name. The once partner, and again he turns to you, Zakan, of Tidra. That's why she's gone, Zakan. Tidra was tasked for her inability to realize the dangers, realize what was happening. She was tasked with turning Oxrion, bringing him back through their sons. The chance to redeem him. Their forgiveness. But it was not to be. Too much anger. Too much hatred in those boys. And the 9th, the angel promised to Asmodeus himself, was able to fulfill the Dark Lord's plans, promises. One of the sons, bearing an axe gifted to him by Bel himself, at Asmodeus' behest, of course, struck Oxrion down rather than forgive his father, and took the soul of that fallen angel far beyond anywhere that we've been, anywhere that we've seen. A whole world untouched by the 9 hells. Now at danger because Oxrian's soul is there. It's creating a link between the 9 hells and this far-off world. Eberron, they call it. What's done is done. Tidra failed. She was banished. Banished to Ravenloft for her failures. Sent to fulfill the impossible task of reconsecrating an abbey in that lost vale of Barovia. But she was even torn from there. As Vecna snuffed out my existence from that alternate branch in time. The loss of me, the loss of Oxrian, the loss of her sons was too much. And she was snatched even from under the grasp of the dark powers and became the Mother of Sorrows.
Question, John.
Yeah, mate.
How much is the Sorrow Star crying right now, if at all?
Regularly. Regularly. But I mean, yeah, I was just about to say, Arthur turns to you, Kayla, and he's like, Zakan set you astray and let you bear arms in the Mother's name?
To be honest, I've been looking for an answer as to why it weeps. I realized it had something to do with Zakan, and haven't cracked the code, but you're saying this belonged to the Mother of Sorrows?
Of a sort. A weapon of one of her champions. Did you slay someone for it?
No.
Good. I was going to set Jimmy on you.
I didn't realize what I was carrying held such weight. Am I putting the party in danger by holding this?
Not at all. If it is as you say, if you are battling fiends, this should put you in good stead. Tidra's sorrow and hatred for all that the fiendish influence in this world has done to her and those that she loves. Kind of puts a gnarled hand on Zakan's upper arm. Her blades, her artifacts have much power against those that would twist and corrupt.
Well,
Although,
Zakan. Go ahead.
if I may, and they hold out their hands towards the Sorrow Star just to hold it.
Mm-hmm. Hands it off to you.
And they kind of hold it for a moment, looking at it, and then they'll just touch the forehead of their mask down to its handle and take a moment. Do they sense anything or feel anything?
Good question.
A certain warmth in the emotional sense. Relief, perhaps? The idea
Mhm.
that you and Arafor have reunited.
And a follow-up question, since now Zakan is paying attention to this thing and whatever itching in the back of the mind was happening with it. Do they recognize it, and who wielded it?
Originally, no.
May look back up and hand it to Kalo. Let me see. Thank you.
Able to ascertain anything about it?
Nothing beyond its weight and form, but it feels comforting to see.
Well, if it brings you comfort, it stays with us. So long as, Corbin, it doesn't scare you.
Like that tidying guru. Does it bring you joy?
Does it bring you joy? This does not spark joy.
Spark joy.
Joy. I'm just not sure. Like, this is like a lie. Of course. Of all the things that we've been through, why now would I suddenly have a problem with what you need?
I don't know. It cries regularly. It belongs to this mother of sorrows, and we're
So does Zakan.
Not untrue.
Does that mean we can use Zakan as a weapon?
We already do.
I know, but I mean like a physical weapon. Just club
I've
Zakan.
picked up Zakan. I've picked up Zakan and used him as well. I feel like I have. Didn't I pick you up once and you were just like shooting lights out of you? This is a really
Rings a
vivid
bell.
dream Corbin had. Like,
So what you're saying is you can shillelagh Zakan.
only with Zakan's permission. You technically would be an improv weapon?
Oh yeah.
I have
Improvised weapon.
I have a improvised weapons are automatically like plus something with Zakan count. As
I am not sure if either of you noticed, but my physical body is somewhat fragile. My skin, paper thin, bones somewhat
made
weak.
of glass. I'm going to build you a new body.
That would be appreciated.
Yay! It's okay. Grandma said I could. It's okay now. My next level is artificer. It officially begins.
It's time.
Just a second.
Okay, boss.
Bird
Okay,
stuff.
okay, boss.
Pokeballs. Which now brings to the point, could I fit in a mechanical contraption like that? Could you
No.
throw me at a demon? Damn it.
I could just throw you. I don't need to put you in a small sphere to do that.
Well, I'm already halfway there. I'm coming up to your kneecap
Really?
after all.
Yeah, we gotta talk about how you got so short again.
I really don't know. It might help. I could climb up some of these and more accurately chisel some of the wings off.
I have an idea for that. Definitely, totally you also doing that thing. We can put you up high, you can get one of the good ones. But also, DM, question.
Yes.
Okay. Could I cast Mold Earth?
Works on stone as well, right? Does it work on stone too?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Does it work on stone too?
Reading. Yep. Portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube.
Okay. What you trying to do?
And
Stone shaping.
low key just like plucking the feathers without accidentally chipping off a giant chunk of it. And then we got like poor feathers, but like could I possibly like go to the feather and kind of pinch it and pull it out essentially?
Okay. Yeah, I see.
I would like to pluck the angels. I
Okay.
just like if it works.
A couple of
Put
feathers
down
and
stuff
and give them
on the inside.
give them some fierce eyebrows while you're at it.
Something. I would like to do like one from a multitude of them after what Air Force said about this maybe being something that might be able to help them. I mean, it might cause some drama. Could I take one from all of them? I don't want like 6 of them to be used and the other 4 to be like,
we are of the same mind. Yeah.
I'm willing to
cruel.
roll for all of them. Like I'm willing to roll for all of them or do a series of rolls for you, so it's not just I came up with this idea and it just worked. But like, is that
No,
possible?
that's a good idea. Now,
Yeah.
as you go to
Is
do
that
it,
okay? Because I know you had an idea, Kalo, about being tiny and chiseling.
I'm right on the earth. I'm 100% down for this.
Okay.
Corbin's thinking about it moving up down. And meanwhile, down the other end of the cabin, like Kayla's like, "Hi ho."
Well, Corbin,
It's off to work we go.
before you touch any of those, if I may,
Uh-huh.
I'm
You
going to
stopped him
cast-
just in time to.
I'm going to cast protection from evil and good onto Corbin.
Okay.
Tingling.
So, and for information's sake, this can be evil or good celestials and things, and the benefits granted are the target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by those things.
Ooh.
And they have advantage, creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls, and Corbin will have advantage on saving throws
Okay.
to things.
Nice.
And
Actually,
I would like to point out this.
Much as
cantrip,
I'm
so-
enjoying having Arafor's art back here, let's find our Gallery of Angels art.
Ooh.
What chapter are we in here? 14. 14. Where are you there?
Yeah.
Here you are. Enjoy.
Oh.
Also, while going around with Corbin, because I think Zakan's going to be very nearby for this whole process, just in case. I want to see if Zakan
I feel really good
recognizes
at my
any of them.
doodles.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep doing little doodles from the descriptions, and it was eerily similar to the picture, and I'm like, good job, me.
Nice.
Nice.
By the way, Stephen and
Hello.
players, IRL players, I don't think it's ever going to come up whose mace or whose Morningstar it was. GM Workshop.
Oh.
Hello, Rico. How you doing, mate? Welcome in, Raiders. How you
Hi,
doing,
friends.
We are in the Gallery of Angels.
Welcome.
8 petrified angels punished for their betrayals of the celestial planes. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a fantastic session. Everyone do check out the amazing GM Workshop if you want to see some awesome playthroughs and have your say in what's going on with the playthroughs as well. Get to jump into chat there and play the game with our good friend Rick on there. How's it going, mate? I hope you had a fantastic session. Everyone do give GM Workshop a follow. And some cool Baldur's Gate 3 stuff going on at the moment as well. And Raiders, jump into our giveaway. We have the fantastic CZRPG Amazing Encounters and Places book giving away today. Yeah, Dr. Who, right? Tell me about it. And we hope that everyone had yourselves a fantastic session. And if you've got some time, come and hang out with us in the Underdark. So the Paladin, the holy warrior that had that Morningstar, was actually bearing it in a different name, but then the connection through the Abbey in Barovia made it become of the Mother of Sorrows instead. And their name was, I found their name before, hang on. They were known as Tasha Petrovna.
Whoa. That's a name.
Whose grave
Petrovia.
whose grave is in the abbey in Barovia. Now return to the material plane as our Ravenloft crew succeeded. How you doing, everyone? Welcome in. Good to see you. Right. Okay. So the
The Doctor Who angels.
Angels.
Sorry, people are putting it out in chat.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, don't look away, Dragoon.
We have the beholder eye. Technically, we can't stop looking at them. We found our cheat
Yeah,
code.
so Khan's got
We
the cloak
found
on,
our
yeah,
cheat
unfortunately.
I
Yep,
literally
and the
cannot
cloak
stop
of
looking.
eyes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Corbin,
Yes.
with this clever plan of yours to use mold earth and its ability to shape stone as well, and pluck, as it were, a choice feather or two to make your device to bring the demon lords together, roll me a d8, please.
Of course.
Let's get an 8. Let's get an 8.
Ready. I got a 6.
6.
You
Okay.
can't see that.
Now,
My die is too bright. You cannot see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I'm gonna mess up my background again. I'm not doing it.
You start walking towards an angel that's covering its eyes with its arm. But as you-
gotta be the creep.
As you get closer and see underneath the arm, you can see that its face is actually smiling.
That's not ominous.
And as you go to reach towards it, Arafol says, by the way, their corrupt nature and the evil that saturates their very souls is very much alive and present on the inside. The petrification is merely a prison. An infinity of suffering and torment for what they did. I don't always agree with how the Celestials do things. Can be quite a nasty bunch
I
themselves.
too have a problem with authority.
You reach out to collect the feather, and as you do so, contact is made with the stone, and you feel a rush along your arm and an awareness in your mind. You know that this angel was called Silnia. Oh, and sorry, Zakan, what you're saying before, no, you do not recognize them, no, sorry.
I thought this was a big wraparound to who you recognize.
Sorry. No, yes.
It's your dad.
No!
You become aware.
Family reunion.
Yes, by the way, if anyone who enjoyed that deep lore dive before into the Wakiverse lore there, if you want to figure out and hear all about everything that happened in those amazing interactions across the various campaigns that we've had, do check out the VODs on YouTube, in particular Descent into Avernus and The Hunger of Ithrin, for all of the multi-campaign stories that thread and weave through each other like a tangled web of giant spiders. So, yes, Corbin, you become aware that this angel was known as Silnia, and I'd like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
And I have advantage because of my protection against good and evil.
Is that true?
I think so.
I didn't know I was asking.
Let's see.
Yes, read the spell for me.
So, the protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types, i.e. celestials and fey fiends, undead, etc., have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
If the target is already charmed or possessed or frightened by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against their relevant effect. Okay, so it applies mostly to charmed, frightened, or possessed. So if it's not one of those things, then yeah.
Mechanically, no.
Okay, so then you're gonna go away, and I'm just gonna roll you.
Just the one.
This was
Roll
just
the
the one.
What's it gonna be?
Instead of wisdom save.
Wisdom save, please. Yeah.
Okay. +1. Okay, cool. That's 16.
Okay.
Oh.
Noted. How does your magic appear as you cast this onto the petrified angel?
So with their level up, their butterfly mask has done really nothing but kind of gained the tails that you see like on the different type of moth, like the ends of the tails have now started to like begin to like curl around them almost like ram's horns. So this time when they start to do their magic, it's coming from their hand of healing, not their hand of harm. So it just kind of plays off the spores, and it's just like this very technicolor, almost chromatic puffs of light that begin to like lead into it, and then that's the magic going inside of it. So if the magic kind of return, like to begin to like, almost like clay, like if this was a clay statue and I was still in the process of molding the feathers the way you could kind of peel it out and then begin to pluck it, it's like that. But if there's something that goes through me, like just as the feather begins to really move, that's when the shot goes back up my arm, and it's like that darkness that's been bleeding up my arms every time I use my hand of arm gets a little bit longer. It's probably up to my elbow now because of this.
Nice.
It'll continue to go up with every feather I get, so I'll have my whole arm will be black by the time.
Awesome.
If this is something that continues to happen. Yeah.
Okay. And as you cast the magic and the petrified feather is separated and removed, you just kind of hear a susurrating like, how dare you? And the connection is severed as the spell is completed and you have a feather. Roll me a d8, please.
Oh, amazing. All right. I'm picking you as my permanent D8, and I'm going to pick you as my permanent
I choose you.
20 for all of these. Great. I don't know about your beast. That's what, you know what? I declared it online and everything. I'm going back to the one I was using. You know,
There we go.
right?
John, for kicks and
Okay.
giggles. For
Yes.
kicks and giggles, can I give Corbin Bardic Inspiration?
On this D8? I mean, regularly
No,
for
just in general.
something else? Yeah, of course.
Just in general. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Just. I think it's more along the lines of like, I think we think of bards as like sonorous. For Kalo, who is not sonorous whatsoever. Corbin, listen to me. All this earth-shattering work is too much to see, but I know you have the power to take these wings and fly away. So don't go astray. Take my hand.
Spoken word, Kalo. Okay. And it's a D4?
Nice.
These 6.
Oh, look at you go. All right, here we go. D8, D6. Total of, that's a 3 on the D6.
This is if you need to make another saving throw. The D8 is just a regular D8.
Oh, thank you. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't get that 3 that was on that D6, but I do still get this 4.
The
I don't
4
know
on
if
the
that's
D8?
good.
Okay.
Mhm.
You
No, this.
make your way over
Wait,
to
this.
another of the angels. This one stands
Walks past.
feet apart, head downcast, arms hanging at its sides. As you
Eye
reach
contact.
as you reach out to grasp the feather, you hear a voice in your mind speaking calmly in common. Do not lose hope. And the magic is cast again, and you have a second feather. As you become aware, this one was known as Lorabelios.
Say the first one for me again while I try to spell the second one.
Silnia and Lorabelios.
Yes. Okay.
Pop them in chat if you want.
Oh, and protection from good and evil lasts for 10 minutes, so let me know if I need to burn more slots to keep up.
What's the casting time
Okay.
on the Mold Earth?
It is instantaneous and lasts an hour.
Nice.
Bang.
Well, I mean,
Look at
I think that the hour is like the thing you affected is that way for an hour, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm dropping them in Twitch
Oh.
chat here. So that's Silnia. And
Thank you,
here's
thank you.
Lorabelios.
That is not how I spelled that.
Fair.
Well,
I just-
Well.
Wait, I put Laurel Birios.
By the way, those encouraging words from Laura Birios give you advantage on your next wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one seems to wish to redeem themselves. Roll me a d6, please.
D6.
5.
5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The next one you go to is smaller, lower than the others, as it kneels on the floor, burying its face into its arms. As you go to cast the spell and receive the feather, again, you hear a soft voice of the angel Tamael. Again, let me grab that for you. Boom. Shut up, Gristro Heart. There you go. You hear the voice of Tamael, a soft voice, again speaking common, reaches out to you, Corbin. What would you know? Ask, and I shall answer. As this celestial presence enters into your mind, you feel an intense kind of pressure in your skull. Please make an intelligence saving throw.
Amazing. And
You can use
where
the bardic inspiration, but you can't use the advantage from before.
Thank
Although
you.
you do have a crystal.
Is there any way I'd be able to like help with any of these? Or...
Nah, sorry.
Yeah, it seems like it's a
Okay.
1-to-1 connection.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, just a tiny bit. All right, so on the D20 I rolled a 13, on the D6 I rolled a 2, 15 total.
15 total. Meets
Yeah.
it, beats it.
Hell
Thank you, Kayla.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
On a,
That's
Yeah.
tough. Oh.
on a success. Oh, another raid coming in. Stan Strife.
Hey, guys.
How you doing,
Goodness.
guys? Jump in, jump
Hello,
in. Hello, raiders.
friends.
Welcome, welcome.
Plucking angels.
Hey, thanks for the follow. We are plucking the feathers from petrified fallen angels in the Underdark, as you do. Hey, Pixie.
As you do.
As you do. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you had a fantastic stream yourself. Everyone, give Stan Strife a follow there. That shout out up there. Raiders, jump into our giveaway today. We have the awesome, amazing places and encounters and places. Sorry, from CZRPG. Going to a lucky winner today. A big book of D&D goodies. Available in PDF or at cost. Oh, thank you for all these follows, everyone. Legends. Jump in, jump in. Okay, good to have you, good to have you. Now, Corbin, as you succeeded that, the pressure, the pain of this celestial incursion into your mind passes, and you may ask 2 questions, and the angel will reply as if you had successfully cast a contact other plane spell. Now, that spell reads this as this. You mentally contact a demigod, the spirit of a long-dead sage, or some other mysterious entity from another plane. Contacting this extraplanar intelligence can strain or even break your mind. We've passed that section. On a successful save, you can ask the entity questions. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. That's fine for us. The DM answers each question with 1 word, such as yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear. If the entity doesn't know the answer to the question, if a 1-word answer would be misleading, the DM might instead offer a short phrase or answer. So, 2 questions. And you may, out of character, discuss what you want to ask.
Thank God. All right. I'm thinking things like, do they know where Zerkmoy's base is? That way, if it's a yes, we can say, are we headed in the right direction? And those are the first 2 questions. Or it could be something more about where the best is there, a good spot where we should actually do the spell. Is this winnable? Is this a lost cause? I'm open to suggestions.
No, they're good questions. Thinking like, would they know about Zugdemoy in their state? You know?
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's do they have a weakness? Are they allergic to shellfish?
Could you imagine just us going into like this
Just a
kaiju battle
shrimp
with
or
like
something?
shellfish? Yeah, just throwing shrimp. It's okay.
A
It's an
sword
improvised
made
weapon.
of
We're
crab legs? Like,
the shrimp star instead of the sorrow star.
Hey, we have canonized a intelligent race of crab folk that has emerged in the Dark Lake. If memory serves.
That is true.
I
That is
messed
something,
up the
right? I didn't just dream
ecosystem.
that did happen, right? Yeah.
No,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
I technically destroyed your ecosystem for the sake of freeing an animal. And you know what? Wait it. What about you, Zakan? Do you think that we should focus more on what we're using the spell for, or should these questions have to do with something that maybe we haven't thought of in a minute? You're muted if you're talking.
Wait,
Yes, no, I did not get too dramatic. I'm sorry.
I did. Carry on.
It was important. I. Truthfully, I would like to know if Air4's suspicion is correct. That if, by using these feathers to prevent what's happening, we can truly redeem these 8.
Well, that's only one question. So what's the second one?
Are we truly able to
More
stop what's
likely,
happening?
are we able to stop what's happening? Yeah. I will if that's a yes. If they say no, I have another question.
What would your question be? You are wiser than you give yourself credit for.
Nah. I'd probably just ask them if they regret it.
Chakushio snorts.
Friggin' middle child. I'd ask
What
them if they
question
regret
would
it.
you ask the wisdom of the universe, Charcuccio?
Yeah, Charcuccio. When's dinner?
Where is the nearest treasure? I have gone too long without a hoard.
Shakushio, your comment is impeccable.
I have to listen to you not prattling on all the time.
Oh, so we're gonna compliment sandwich this? Good. That was the good thing. You have very good undercomment. Did you just use the H word in front of me? And your scales look extra shiny today.
Contented puffs of smoke wisps out the nostrils.
We talked about this. You can't have a hoard until you're older.
My friends have hoards.
Well, your friends.
Put your hoard.
Why would you start that lining of thinking?
Side eyes Webster's saddlebags.
No. See, look, no. The rules are when you can defeat me, then you can have a hoard because then you'll be strong enough to protect it, and I can still kick your ass.
Starts to just glow as fire builds in his mouth.
Legitimately spray bottle, stop it.
Shakushio, please, not in front of Arafor. We can certainly watch you get your ass kicked by Corbin later.
It's quite alright, I know.
Stop embarrassing me in front of company.
I know what it's like to have a rambunctious companion. He looks up at and Jimmy, the angry bird, on his staff.
Kids, right?
Yeah. So.
Well.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the first question is, is this something that would actually work?
Is
the spell futile?
The device that's to summon the demon lords?
Like the whole thing, the fight, like what we're working towards. Is it Are we on the right
is
path?
the cause. Yeah.
Okay. You ask that, and they say, "I need a magic 8-ball." The voice of Tamael echoes through your mind again. The best chance.
Will it redeem you?
We hope.
That's a yes. Kind of like a "you do in our eyes" kind of a thing. And then they're gonna get back down and go on to the next thing. So.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
Oh, D10. Why is this getting harder?
This is not good. All right, we gotta pull out the emergency button here. I'm gonna.
Is this a crystal situation? Should I call it now, just in case?
Well, actually,
no.
Speaking of, actually, good. That reminds me. Kayla, you had a crystal. Actually, what Zakan, you did too, didn't you?
Yeah, we all have crystals.
Yeah, sorry, we
crystals
changed
now.
over,
Yeah.
so I forgot to put them on
Thanks
this
to
one.
So
generosity.
okay,
Yes, thank
much
you.
generosity.
Thank
We love you guys.
Dear people.
Thank you.
What were you saying, Mike?
I am pulling out the emergency stop here. Okay. Channel Divinity, Oath of the Watchers, you have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws for the next minute.
Yuck.
Oh. You say yuck. Shut up. Okay.
Goddamn
D10.
You're welcome.
Please stop. Okay, that's cool. It landed on 0. Oh wait, that's 10.
10, yeah.
I really had a whole moment. I rolled a 0.
You make your way towards the next angel, which appears to be clawing at its eyes. And
Oh,
its
great.
face is torn and rent into ribbons.
Hey, buddy.
As you make contact with the petrified skin of the angel, again, the voice, this one a little more desperate.
Yeah.
What? What would you know of Zarad? What is it you intend to do? What is your next course of action? And you can ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity within the next 7 days.
Oh, you're just gonna put that in your pocket like you didn't just ask a question.
Yes, this sounds like a very concrete thing happening like next.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, actually, it's a good question in the thought of when we do get all of these ingredients, were we just going to run to where we said we were going to try to implement the spell? Were we meeting up with anybody else? Were we going to try to gain more allies before we began to do it? What was
I
our
stopped
next
to go to
course of action?
Menza Branson.
Okay, so we can ask if there's anything waiting for us in Mental Branson.
That won't be in the next 7 days because you've got to travel all the way back to Vizerin's tower
Oh.
and then all the way to Menza Baranzan. It's like 3 weeks away.
Gotcha. So within the next 10 days. Will we be able to leave this place with all of our ingredients? Will the passage back be safe?
Oh, yeah.
Even if we run into something, we'll know that we'll be okay, kind of a thing. Kind of like a, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an immediate journey, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's just within the next 7 days. Okay, yeah. Group agreement. That is our question. As Corbin is like, and at this point it's been like what 4 or 5, I think, angels. Oh, Kale has a spin! Yay.
Cheers, Rishi.
Thanks,
but,
Rishi. Love you, dude.
It's starting to be like they know kind of like which feather to pull, which one looks like it was already maybe like on its way out from them like chopping their wings one last time before they were like stonified. So it's like one of the loose ones. Like they don't want to hurt them. They're already going through enough. I don't need to be like somebody came up in the middle of you with a Charlie Horse horse and went peach and then
Totally, yeah. That was oops all int, Kalo.
What was it?
Oops all int. Intelligence.
Oops, all int.
All
I'm
intel.
smart again.
Hey.
Huzzah. Small
You
and
are
smart.
small,
Yes.
but your brain is
Condensed, concentrated brains.
condensed.
Okay, so Kalo's small and intelligent. Zakan's charismatic, and Corbin got the wild magic search.
You're
Right.
which I still have to roll, don't I?
So if next time
Oh.
initiative goes off, so not
Thank
yet. But
So,
yes. Okay, so you ask if you're able to get out of here with the ingredients. Okay.
If we're able to, like, basically leave here.
Okay. This angel Zarod. The voice again echoes in your mind. What once was a place of haven is lost to madness.
Magnus or madness?
Madness.
Okay.
Magnus, this guy. Magnus has taken off.
I don't know who Magnus is. About to get jumped. I don't know.
Magnus,
Okay.
Magnus, he's running the mastermind there.
Wow, great. Everything gets lost to madness.
Yeah, a place that was haven has been lost to madness.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Shouldn't go to the tower.
Again, that would be too far away.
That's
It must be
sort of
closer.
how they.
Must be closer.
Okay.
Um,
What was that random ass house?
if you say that out loud, Kalo, you immediately think of the filth riddance.
Yeah.
Which was a safe house on the way for people escaping slavery, etc.
Okay.
You almost got us. You almost got us to go over
Almost.
there.
I'm about to say, was it that house, that random house?
No, not the house that we didn't go into, but it was like we had a crossroads, and it was like, do we need to
Oh.
rest up for a day or so? Oh, it was the session you weren't on.
We ain't going.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah,
going to the
it
filth
was
riddance. Like, we ain't.
And, like,
we
wait-
ain't no filth riddance.
We had
It's
just
not-
woken
You
up,
going
so we
there.
were like, oh, we don't have to.
It's not a promising name, to be fair.
Yeah.
It
They
could
need
be
to
like a
call
hole in
you
the wall.
filthy. Mm.
You need 2 more feathers, Corbin.
Okay.
Roll me a
So-
d4.
A D4.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-ba. Da-da-da. Go triangle, go. 2.
2. Okay.
2.
This angel, petrified fallen angel, appears to be reaching out as if offering something. Please, Kayla, what did you give advantage on? Or what was it?
So, divine smite, or not divine smite. Channel divinity is intelligence, wisdom, charisma. So all the mental stuff.
Okay, it was a plus or advantage?
It is advantage.
Okay, so Corbin, please make a charisma saving throw with advantage.
Charisma. Oh, yes. Hold up, let me-
The Riz.
I would strongly argue that it has a touch of
Let's come in. More raiders. So many raiders. Thank you
Hi,
so much. Good to see you,
friends.
friends.
that is the best
Welcome in, welcome in.
time for you guys to come in here. Oh jeez.
How'd you go, Corbin?
Sorry, I gotta the character sheet to open back up in D20. Oh, that is amazing. That is my charisma save.
Rishi, you missed us talking about the Hunger of Ithrin before. They met this world's living Arafortan here, Rishi.
I didn't cry.
Not the one you
cried.
murdered.
No.
I know, Phantom, right? We're blessed today.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? That's how we end up over here. Yeah. So it's +1. You said with advantage. That's 2 D20s.
Yeah, G20s.
2 d20s, take the highest. +1.
The highest.
Snake eyes,
You know what? Nah, one was a 1. It really was. The other one was a 14. This is my baby.
So that is 15.
Yes. God.
Okay. Kalo's divine
Kalo's been saving my
influence.
butt today. Kalo and Zakon have been saving Corbin's
Well, actually, yeah,
shenanigans in his butt today.
spoilers, if Kalo had been unable to save your butt here, Zakan would have, because you would have been charmed, but you are not able to
Yeah.
be charmed by
I got
celestials.
I had
friendship.
a deep
Our
suspicion.
friendship.
This angel, known as Batral, was about to charm you and make you attack your friends. So, sorry everyone, no
been
PvP
there,
today.
Done that.
On that.
Been there, done that. Attacked them all. Everybody's time to attack my friends. The power of friendship.
I like the sentence seriously. The angel typically commands a character to kill, maim, rob, or otherwise harm its companions. Nice guy, this one.
Cool.
So,
Very nice.
you have the fifth. One final feather is what you need. The final ingredient for the beacon.
Wait, you
that
said
will
5? I thought I needed
draw-
6.
This will be a D6, please.
I'm using the corgi die.
Okay.
Corgi.
See my tiny little corgi. Ah! 4! I like number 4. Like I was excited.
Okay, so we're skipping. You walk past an angel reaching towards the ceiling, its face a mask of hatred. And
No, I'm good.
move on to another, which is pointing at a spot on the cavern wall, its mouth hanging open in horror.
Oh, I didn't think I looked that bad. I know we've been down here for a while. But...
You reach out to pluck the final feather and hear the screams of that horror as the angel's terror floods through your mind, and you make a wisdom saving throw with advantage from Laura Belius.
Yay!
Oh.
Alright, Ocean
Thank
Blue,
you, Rishi.
Corbin die.
Got those clips coming.
Alright, guys. Here we go. Alright. You take that 8 out of here. Why do I keep rolling you? The other one was... what is this? The 12 totals and 11 plus 1.
12 total. Finally, one last.
No!
One of them got through.
Damn it.
Kalo, Zakaran, you see Corbin just like drop to their knees, like clutching at the side of their head as this angel's terror floods through their mind. Corbin, you take a level in madness, which puts you up to level 2
Oh.
with Zakan.
Amazing.
Now you match Zakan. Matching. Buddies.
Twinsies!
Twinsies.
You know, it's funny because out of everything that's happened here, Corbin has rarely been scared, so I find it very kind of like not ironic. It's definitely a thing right now that is the emotion they're suddenly overcome with, the one thing they want the whole time.
It's like
down here.
It's like it's Alanis Morissette ironic.
Yes, like.
Okay, you roll me another d10.
Oh
No. I don't roll. I roll. Can I be excited for a 4 again?
Okay, for the next 40 hours,
Ah!
you are under the effects of roll me a d100.
No!
That's like, no, I refuse.
I'm so sick of you! No!
The one good idea all session, just completely ruined on the
You did
last
so well.
roll.
It was the last feather, the last one.
32!
A 32.
Is this my wild magic surge? No, that's initiative. You already said that.
Okay. You.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Thanks, bye.
This works out okay, but Zakan, you just see like Corbin just and you too, Kayla, you see them clutching at their mind and just reeling from the intense feeling of this angel's horror.
Corbin.
And Yeah. You.
Thought you froze. Oh Lord.
Sorry, no. You are just terrified of the angel. You are just driven away by that terror, and Zakan, Kalo, and Arafor have to duck out the way as Corbin just flees the gallery. You are under the effects of the antipathy-sympathy spell, and you feel this intense urge to leave the area and avoid the angel. And you can't go anywhere near the near the gallery anymore.
They're like sobbing if anybody comes out to check on them and apologizing. They're so sorry. They don't know what's happening, but they can't do it. They're like clutching on any of the companions that they have. Like they are on top of Webster. They are clutching the little hook horror. Like they're trying to console themselves. I know I'm saying a lot of really bad things right now, but they're on the cave spider. They're clutching the hook horror. They're like Chircutio, if he followed them when they ran, is like wrapped around them. They're very much so that scene in Pokemon when he's surrounded by everyone in the blizzard, and they're just sobbing. They are just sobbing. They are so sorry that they can't do this. They feel like a failure. That they are so sorry.
Corbin, what did it do to you?
They just keep muttering they're sorry.
And
hold on.
Yeah, Kalo, Zakan, you go out into the tunnel, which was corkscrewed up into the chamber here, and Kalo's just there surrounded, Webster, Chircutio, to be named Hukara.
No, we did. We named them already. Don't forget.
What was it?
Their name was What did we? It was.
Why is it not Captain Hook?
No, it wasn't Captain Hook. It was so shoot. What was it?
Aha.
I'm gonna ask on the side. They would remember. What did I say?
It'll be in your notes. Sorry, excuse me. So Kalo, Zakan, you need one more feather.
Keith Chief. Their name is Keith. Their name is Keith Chief.
Oh, Keith Chiefs. Yeah, I forgot Keith Chiefs.
Okay, so Chircutio, Webster, and Keith Chief are
our little guy in charge.
Gathered around Corbin.
So, does this count as the frightened condition?
No, it's a magical effect. If Corbin tried to go back, they would be under the frightened condition. But just
gotcha.
For story wise, we're just having Corbin just
Got it.
Does not.
I think
because your thing would protect them there, Zakan. But this is extra.
So Zakan kneels down to Corbin and just puts their hands on their shoulders and says, "You did very well, and you've done enough."
I only had one more, and it can't. As always, when I'm on the last one, I just keep flaking out.
I think Corbin, you hear your mother's voice in your mind. Falter the last step.
Like they are full on reliving their 12 chambers.
Yeah, the thwack
because they didn't make it. They almost didn't make it.
The thwack of a long ruler on a desk.
Yep.
So close and yet so far.
No.
When you walk a path together, you are caught by others. Let us take up the rest.
So I can't stop impersonating Corbin's mother.
And you took care of the hard part, Corbin. You took 5 of those wings. I don't think Zakan or I could have done that as eloquently as you. We'll give you the credit. Just rest here.
I'll do this last one if you can stay with them.
I'm keeping my eye on you. If you disappear, I will kill every celestial in this fucking grove.
We smash it, so Anastasia just like pouring through the grim eyes.
I know they are big on that. Able, willing.
Dark eldritch symbols like smoking in the air around them and dissipating.
They wish a wizard would.
What you doing, Anastasia? Studying.
Stuff.
You want to share that book? No.
I'm good. You good.
Sophia was just telling us how as a kid she used to hide to read books. Like she'd hide from her mum and read books as a kid. And Sana says she's like hiding with the grimoire. Yes, my only friend.
My only friend.
True friend. So Zakan is going?
Yes, and
now,
as luck would have it, I have.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
I have stone shape.
That's you too. Nice.
Oh.
Excellent.
Hey!
I mean, if it ain't broke, break it. With stone shape.
There you go.
I'm trying to get us to like bitch kick the angel wing off or something.
Just comes out with the whole wing over his shoulder.
Just like the full.
Done.
I mean, we've got more than one. Before you go,
Technically, if
product
Zakan
inspiration.
was Super Saiyan, could we just take one of his?
Oh, wait a minute. If Zakan goes Super Saiyan in the stone-shaped form, how many wings can you get before you turn Zakan into an Eldritch Horror?
Stop.
Not that kind of ASMR.
Now,
Okay.
I constantly disappoint people by being in Japan and completely unaware of anime. Has anyone in Dragon Ball ever said, "I'm just Super Saiyan"? No.
Boo.
And that's a failure on
Maybe
their
like
part.
the English version.
asking a
Maybe
question.
the English version. I could see
Just
Say a
asking a
Man
question.
saying that. I could see Say a Man saying that in an interview. In the English version, though.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Zakan, there are two options. You can attempt what Corbin failed to do and go to Harajin, or there is one last one, the one that they passed by that was reaching towards the ceiling. Cheers, Robo.
The one with the intense
that-
look of hatred on their face.
Yeah.
Disadvantage for that. And you should. That's what your bits are for. To give the DM disadvantage.
Pies.
Live your life.
Dream pies. Dream
Follow
pies.
your heart.
Don't listen to Robojacks. Don't listen to him.
I mean,
You're your own viewer.
I gotta know what that last angel is.
You never know.
Alright.
Hey, listen, you've
Okay.
got a bardic inspiration in case you need it. So
And a crystal.
God.
And a crystal.
And
So-
crystal.
Anaya is the last angel, reaching towards the ceiling, the face a mask of hatred. Please.
We're recasting a
Rishi
protection from good
coming in
evil
with that
on me.
I like the thing is just like he just looked at them. They're like, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
Thank you, OG. Thank you.
That motherfucker needs attention.
Well, you're in the right place, OG. I mean, Mike's here as well, so.
Wow.
I went through a whole mini campaign with Mike and Rishi in the same place. That was worse. Especially because he just gave me
Oh,
disadvantage.
no.
Curse you, the Maharishi. Okay. So you reach out to the last.
Yeah.
Weeping.
So protection from evil and
petrified
good
angel.
on me now.
Okay, noted. He's like, you're no use to me anymore, Corbin. I cast it on myself. Okay, well, you do need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And
Wow.
I'm casting stone shape as well, so I'll mark that spell slot.
Thank you, thank you.
And a wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I'm
All them
going to
smarts.
go ahead and use a crystal on this to clear that right off the bat.
Yes, you have to, you have to
And
declare
if-
it first. That is the correct way. Thank you.
you also have bardic inspiration if you need it.
Yeah. So let's see
That-
how
that you can
this
wait to see,
advantage
yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty good. Oh, is bardic inspiration just on your next roll, or do you choose?
You can choose to use it now. It'd be a d6 extra.
Yeah, why not? I mean, no sense in holding back on this thing.
Yeah, especially if it's the
Okay.
last one.
So with bardic inspiration and everything, that's going to be 27 in total.
Oh.
Yes.
So you had 21 at least.
Yeah, I had 22.
You still wanted the inspiration.
What the hell? Why not?
I want this to be like the most like communing.
True. I mean,
It's
this
angry,
is
angry.
If we want to roll that score into like something interesting, I think Zakan is like opening themselves to this more. Like whereas Corbin was probably cautious and like just trying to like do it and
Very much,
leave.
yeah.
actually
Like, Zakan is like
I've
connecting.
done you a disservice here. Actually, I was forgetting there are two more angels as well. Sorry, so you can have your pick here. So there's this one pointing towards reaching towards the ceiling with the mask, face a mask of hatred. There is. Sorry, there's one other one. Where are they? Which one is it? Hang on. Oh, this one, yeah. The other one is the one that's actually right in the foreground of the picture there, with the hands covering their face.
Oh, in that case, can I save Bardic Inspiration and just keep my 22?
Well, yeah, you can say that. Which angel do you want to go for? The one reaching for the ceiling, or the one covering the face?
Did the one reaching for the ceiling, so I'll stick with that
We're
one
going high.
for my 22 here.
Okay. You almost find yourself overcome with that same hatred that is shown so clearly on Anaya's face, and you still take half of the psychic damage. So you take 7 psychic damage as their hatred washes over you. But you are able to retrieve the 6th and final feather.
Mm.
And then
Congratulations.
Right, so there's 8 total in here, though?
There are 8 angels, yes. So there is the one that's covering their face that you haven't interacted with at all. There's the one that scared Corbin away, that's pointing at the wall with the horror on their face and the screams. And then the 6 that you took the feathers from.
That's right. So what we're going to do first is Zakan's going to go back out and put the feather with the others.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going back to talk to those other 2 angels.
Wow, okay.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Ain't nothing bad about having a little extras. Backups.
Zakan's of the same mind that if there is redemption at stake for them, we're going to try.
Try to get all of them.
I see. Okay, well, make me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Cool. Let's see how this works. I don't have any bonuses or things that I can do.
Embrace the anger.
Makes you strong. It makes you focused.
Well, dang. That's the exact same roll. That's 22.
Okay.
Hey.
You are able to withstand the horror and the screams of Harajin, but there's no benefit on the other side. But you are able to gather the feather if that's what you're trying to do, right?
Yep. And they just think back to them like during that moment of connection, like, it's all right. It'll be over soon.
To tap into your dark Asima powers. Yeah, just switch that up to full Asima, I think.
And then to the last one.
The last one being...
Is there a far time just like kind of chilling and watching everything? It's just...
Right, man, y'all crazy.
He looks concerned.
Any spells you think you cast? Any celestial guidance?
No. This is he.
Therefore,
he sets people on the path. He doesn't like to interfere with the path afterwards. So let's think.
Just prismoing it up.
Anaya's the one that you did okay. We've talked with Betral, Zarod. Betral, yeah. So Anaya, yeah, you did just now, right? Zakan, that was okay. Betral, Corbin did. Harajin, you just did now. Laura Baleos did.
That was the second one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, the last one. You become aware their name is Nemavon, and
Nemavon.
You just Zakan speaks Celestial, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
In Celestial. So
I got no idea what's going on.
Corbin would have been blissfully unaware of this, but in Celestial, Zakan, you understand quite clearly as Nemavon repeats in a soft voice over and over and over. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. And just as long as you're in context, it just repeats and repeats. Driven quite insane by their infinite torment.
If you are worthy, redemption will find you.
And as you take the last feather, a feather from each of all 8 of these angels, Arafor comes over to you. It is apt that you find yourself on this path. Perhaps able to do what Tidra could not.
It is to the children to carry on the will of their parents.
If only Tidra's children had listened.
There is always time.
I feel like I've used up so much of mine. I think, though, you will perhaps do here what I was unable. Should you find yourself in Bytopia again, do pay the Isle a visit.
Should very much like to, provided I am still here when the job is done.
I certainly hope so. Godspeed. And he turns and steps through the solid stone of the wall.
Okay, well, we can all kind of do that.
And disappears.
Go well, therefore.
And as Zakan rejoins the rest of the party, you leave the Gallery of Angels, having gathered the final ingredient of the beacon that will draw the demon lords together to destroy each other. And, all being well, offer you the path to rescue the Underdark and the surface beyond from the dangers of the Abyss. And we shall join you next time as you journey back to the Drow Archmage Vizeran's tower. Revenge. Or Araj, as it's known in the Drow language. Araj. And whilst he puts together the beacon from the ingredients that you have managed to bring together, you will journey to Menzoberranzan in an attempt to infiltrate the capital of the Drow under the noses of the matriarchs, the priestesses of Lolth, and all of those deadly foes Kalo left behind. But until then, a massive thank you to my players. A massive thank you to all of those followers and the subscriptions that were gifted and all of those raiders coming in. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Lovely to have you all here. And yes, as Phantom says there, the last chance to jump into the giveaway, we have the fantastic, amazing encounters and places. This one right here, from CZRPG. Jump in for your chance to win this fantastic collection. 8 locations across various geographical types of terrain, with 56 different encounters. You can tie them together into a campaign, drop them into your other campaigns. Beautiful maps, interesting in design, as always, from Christian and everyone over at CZRPG. Good luck to everyone jumping into that giveaway, and we'll see who the winner is in just a moment. Now, before that though, let us see what is going on in the material plane for these fine folks. Corbin, who are you on the material plane?
Well, unfortunately, I am not a changeling, but I am still kind of a monk. I'm Buns, and you can normally find me on Twitter at HoneyBuns and here on Twitch at BattlescarBunny, where because I now work a people job, I'm not online as much, but after I finish my run of Baldur's Gate 3, I've decided to do a co-run with some friends.
Awesome.
So hopefully you'll be able to see me make bad choices. I actually am really deciding on what I want to do for like my like an online run. I might make Karn now and have Air Force tiny little butt be my guardian.
Oh.
That'd be so fun.
Lovely.
Other than that, you guys can find me here on every Wednesday, running around the Underdark, getting the crap scared out of me, and collecting all of the Underdark critters to do as I go along.
Thank you kindly. Halo, you good stuff.
Friends, hi, I'm a paladin in real life as well as in game. I'm Mike, literally Grim in Chat. You'll find me here on Wednesdays, Quest Junkies on Mondays, and check out this Saturday evening, if you're on John's time, or morning in my time.
Boop.
There's going to be a riot, and I promise to bring the pitchforks and torches.
What's happening?
Thank you kindly. And Zakan, you good stuff?
Hi, everyone. I'm Steven, and I've played Zakan, our Aasimar cleric / ranger / angel toucher. Not chief angel toucher, I guess.
Angel toucher.
Substitute angel toucher.
No, touched by a Zakan.
Digging yourself further.
Touched by a Zakan.
When I'm not touching things in the real world, you can find me at Distant Shores or on this stream every week. I also write about Japan and indie games and things like that, so feel free to check me out if you're into any of those things.
Thank you kindly, thank you. Okay, thank you everybody. We are Phoenix UK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. We will be back with more adventures. Quite a full schedule at the end of this week. More on that in a second. But if you want to find out everything that's going on, all the exciting things, do jump into the Discord where everything is announced first and foremost, and catch up with all of our previous adventures over on the VODs on YouTube. And then you can see us live and jump in chat and be hanging out like today, and have other chances to win lots of other goodies as well, when we are joined by some rather fun guests and our regular lovely players as well. Later today for me, tomorrow morning if you're in that part of the world, we will be playing our signature one-shot roulette style of play. Everything is completely randomly generated as we are joined by some fantastic friends from YouTube. The incredible Mr. Tarask and the lovely friends from Tabletop Worms will be joining myself and channel favorites GM Josh as we play something, somewhere. I cannot say more because we have our randomly generated bizarre characters, but the location and the plot of the one-shot will be rolled randomly at the start of the session, and then we will jump right in. So join us to see whatever happens. Who knows? I have no idea. It's going to be a good time. Another reason to jump into the Discord is you can check out all of the clips that people are posting there. See Pixie posting some clips. Thank you, Pixie. As always. And then that'll bring us onwards to those wonderful Candlekeep Mysteries crew. They are back from Wild Space, returned to Candlekeep, and on the trail of an evil Genasi wizard from Diaz's past. What lies in store for them as they travel once more into the cloud peaks high in the mountains of the Sword Coast. Then, Kalo, Mike has already alluded to it, we have something rather special for you on Saturday as we jump into a special one-shot. But not just any one-shot. This one-shot is our session 0 for the upcoming newest campaign here on QuestJunkiesUK, the new and released next week, Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. More shenanigans with obelisks, which is what's in store this time round. We will be playing the revamped version of the Lost Mines of Phandelver and continuing on into the expanded campaign that they are releasing next week. And just who will be our adventurers for this party? Join us on Saturday as we play Filthy Peasants from
Filthy Peasants.
MCDM's Arcadia magazine. This is a D&D version of the Dungeon Crawl Classic style of play known as a funnel. Each of our players, which players you ask? These fine people. The fantastic Sophia, Mike, Mai and Shez will be our players for Phandelver and Below. And they will be controlling, as Mike alluded to, the angry mob from Phandalin as the pitchforks and the torches are waved in terror, outrage, a thirst for vengeance, as something has befallen.
A musical number.
Perhaps.
A musical
perhaps.
number.
Something has befallen their poor mountain village, and they have discovered the lair of whatever it is. And these brave peasants, level 0 peasants, will be delving into the depths of a cave system to defeat whatever it is that endangers their village. And
So brave.
if any of them survive,
Great.
those survivors will go on to be the level 1 adventurers for Phandelver and Below. So, join us
Wow.
on Saturday for this very lethal style of play known as the funnel. And we will see if any of our
Last peasant standing.
bold peasants survive.
Last peasant standing.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited. A completely new style of play, a completely new
wait.
way of designing your characters for a campaign. It's going to be a good one. So do not miss that. And then we'll be back next week in Chult, of course, for those wonderful, wonderful people in the Tomb of Annihilation. They just met with a beneficent, that's what I'm looking for, a beneficent
Beneficiary?
wizard
Oh.
lurking in the floating heart of Uptow, up above the jungle. A wizard that everyone regular in the Wakiverse has met before, but looking at chat and Discord after, I don't think anyone realized. So, do come and join us for that continuation there as they return to the peak of Umbala to gather their magical potions and then head onwards towards the mysterious ziggurat off in the jungle. Let us see what's happening there, and will they be able to stop the death curse? We'll find out. Okay, so that is everything coming up. That before we jump back down here into the Underdark, let us see who is the lucky winner of that fantastic CCRPG book and draw ourselves a winner here. Let me refresh, make sure everybody who's been entering is in the mix. Good luck, everybody. After this, we're going to head off raiding. Who's on at the moment? Whilst I wait for that refresh. How are we feeling, Zakan?
Are we off stream?
No, yep. I'm just
Oh.
curious.
Oh.
Still just drawing the winner. We have
Positive but not final yet. We have to come back, but we're not out.
Gotcha.
All right.
So
We're still in.
but we're in the running. We're in the running.
Excellent, excellent.
Good.
Right, okay, my friends, let's see who our lucky winner is. Good luck, everybody. Today's copy of the fantastic book from CZRPG goes to Phantom. Congratulations to our fabulous mod. Congrats to yourself, sir. You'll be able to see Phantom on stream soon, as he will be part of the opening session of Virtual Greyhawk Con. Can you call it rigged when you won? I'm not sure. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. We do have more copies to give away with One Shot Roulette later, Candlekeep Mysteries, and in that Filthy Peasants game as well. We will have more copies to give away, as well as some goodies from Troll Lord Games as well. Right, thank you, everyone. That is all for today. We're going to head off and raid our friends over at Perception Studio. What are those cheeky felted friends up to? Let's go and see what Cucumber Brian and the others have got in store and what is going on with them. A massive thank you for today. Wonderful to have you all here, but until next time, stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. And until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi. Cheers, everyone.